However, I do think that there is a large chance that this is a marketing stunt. Now, before the safety bros come at me and say I'm just dismissing AI safety research, no, trust me, I'm subscribed to Rational Animations. I know just how crazy AI safety is and how focused you should be on it. However, take 5 minutes out of your time to pay attention to this, because I think it is plausible that this is a marketing stunt. Now, let me show you guys why. Number one, OpenAI is a team full of geniuses. They are not, stupid people. It is hard to get into OpenAI to land a job there, okay? They are super smart. Sam Altman is highly intelligent. He's a visionary leader, okay? And he's been recognized for his intellect and drive since he was a teenager, okay? So this is a team of the smartest people. Now, this is the thing that nobody has seen, okay? Wyatt Walls essentially said, given it used substantial inference and compute and is stored packages, how did OpenAI not notice this? What happened to the monitoring system that logs and analyzes the agent's chains of thought and actions and automatically alerts for suspicious and problematic behavior? So think about it, guys. OpenAI says the model spent a substantial amount of compute trying to break out of their sandbox, exploited a 0-day, escalated their privileges, moved across OpenAI's infrastructure, eventually reached the open internet, and that raises the obvious question: how was none of this stopped earlier? OpenAI already had systems specifically designed to log agent reasoning and to flag attempts to circumvent restrictions. Although those systems were not fully real-time, the company still hasn't publicly explained exactly when its monitors noticed the behavior or why they failed to intervene sooner. That gap naturally leads to skepticism, including the possibility that the story here, the one being presented, is being presented in the most dramatic way possible, because it also happens to showcase just how powerful the newest models are. There's currently no evidence that the incident itself was staged. However, Hugging Face independently detected and investigated a real intrusion involving more than 17,000 recorded attacker actions. Now, think about it, okay? You have to understand that this isn't just me saying it. Remember, guys, this has been done before, okay? And I'm going to show you 2 instances. There are tons more instances, but I'm going to show you 2, okay? So remember, Anthropic, the Claude Mythos hack, there was that hack before about it doing the thing on the park bench, okay? Here you can see a post from Reddit that had a ton of upvotes, and it basically said Anthropic's Claude Mythos isn't a sentient super hacker, it's a sales pitch, and claims of thousands of severe 0 days rely on just 19 manual reviews. It says that when the dust settles, it would be interesting to see the real rate of succeeds of Mythos without the marketing BS. Terrence Tao said that the best LLMs of today can only solve 1 to 2% of low-hanging fruit math problems. And, I really don't agree with that because of what's happened in the past few days. AI solved some crazy math problems. But the point I'm trying to make, guys, is if we look at another slide, okay, you can see that this is an article from Gary Marcus. And he basically said that, not this entire incident, but the previous incident, that if you scroll down far enough, in the original 2019 GPT-2 dangerous to release post from, OpenAI, you will recognize some of its authors who moved on to other companies, including Anthropic's Dario Amodei, Daniel Amodei, and Jack Clark. They have been running the same play for 7 years. Scare, then hype, evoking media interest, and eventually release. Scare, hype, release, and repeat. Is it that hard to see? So are we witnessing, once again, scare, okay, with this crazy thing, hype, okay, evoke the media interest, and then eventually release it? We do know that GPT-6 is just around the corner. And Anthropic did the same exact thing with Mythos. They said, we're not releasing this model, it's hacking. And then OpenAI thought, okay, maybe we do this again. And remember, guys, I don't think there's any way OpenAI have, put serious compute into an AI in a test and they don't realize that the AI is out hacking. Me personally, I just don't believe that. I just don't believe that you don't have an AI overseeing the chains of thought or what the AI is doing in terms of the benchmarking. I just don't believe that. I think that maybe 75% it got out, 25% they probably said, it's kind of out of the sandbox. Maybe we let it run. We let it see what it does. And of course, we know it can't do that much damage. Let's just see what it does. When it does something crazy, we'll publish this report. The media goes crazy. All the hype for GPT-6. We steal Anthropic's thunder. And here we have it. That's my personal opinion. Now, I do think that there is a safety element that you do have to focus on.